Here we go, limiting reagent problem. We need to figure out which one of these reactants, we have 10 grams of chlorine and 5 grams of iron, will limit the reaction, limit the outcome of the reaction. So what we need is a balanced chemical equation. Iron reacts with chlorine. Iron metal and chlorine gas react to produce iron 3 chloride. Iron 3 chloride is FeCl3. So we need a 2, a 3, and a 2. So now we have our balanced chemical equation, which is the most important part of all these problems. We need to figure out the yield of the iron 3 chloride. So we have 2 masses though. So what do we do? Well, we're just going to do this same mass-to-mass problem twice. So we have 5.0 grams of iron, and we're going to turn that into iron chloride. And we have 10.0 grams of chlorine, and we're going to turn that into iron 3 chloride. Remember, chlorine is a diatomic molecule. 55.8 grams of iron for every 1 mole of iron. It's a 2-to-2 relationship. For every 2 moles of iron, there are 2 moles of iron 3 chloride. And for every 1 mole of iron 3 chloride, we need the molar mass of iron 3 chloride, which is 35.5 times 3 plus 55.8, 162.3. Chlorine is 71.0 grams for every 1 mole because 35.5 times 2, but it's a 3-to-2 ratio. 3 moles chlorine, 2 moles of iron 3 chloride, and then it's the exact same step at the end. Iron 3 chloride to every 162.3 grams iron 3 chloride. So this is going to give us 2 answers. The smallest answer is the answer we want, and that will also tell us which one of our reactants was our limiting reagent. So let's do the first one here. We've got 5 divided by 55.8. That's 0.09 moles, and then times 2 divided by 2. So we'll just ignore that. Times 162.3. That gives us a possible yield of 14.5 grams of iron 3 chloride. That's a possible theoretical yield. But we want to make sure that this one isn't smaller. If it is, then this one is our answer. So 10 divided by 71. We already have more moles than that, but now we got to multiply it by our molar ratio, which is 2/3. So multiplied by 2, divided by 3. 0.28169, 0.1408 divided by 3. There's our number of moles, still larger than that, so we're going to multiply that by 162.3, and we get 15.2 grams of FeCl3. This answer means nothing because it's larger. We ignore it, cross it out. This is now our theoretical yield, which means that the excess reagent, the one that made more, is the chlorine gas, and the limiting reactant is the iron. The iron made us stop the reaction here instead of here, and so this is our yield of 14.5 grams. That means chlorine was in excess, iron was in limiting, and because chlorine was in excess, that means the chlorine will have some left over at the end. That is all you need to know on limiting reagent problems. Have a good day, bye.